Hi, I'm Amanda, and this is my journey to discovering I have PCOS. Well, let's start out from the beginning. When I was about 13, I had my first period, and it was off and on for since before I can even remember. Um, Basically, some things that were wrong during the period cycle was I would start out the first couple of days cramping extremely bad, which is also why I'm a few days late uploading my video because I started cramping this week and it's just been hellish. So, here are some symptoms that I have that is associated with PCOS. There are some that I've also discovered over time, and then some I just knew on my own. First would be the wonky cycles. I could go up to 6 months without a period. Um, Abnormal bleeding, when it did happen, it happened. I mean, they were so hurtful that I would take days off of school or work and I wouldn't talk to anyone because I was in so much pain and I knew I was making others around me very, I don't know, I almost wanted to be alone. That way I didn't hurt anyone's feelings because I was in that much pain. Um, Hair, body hair, facial hair. And I tried not to wear makeup this time doing this because I wanted to show the difference with and without makeup. The last video I wore makeup. When I go out in public, I wear makeup most of the time. This is me without makeup. As you notice, there's a darkening around the sides and up here, also right here. There's a bit of a darkening. It's very irritating, and sometimes it's hard not to notice it. What I do for it, I have stopped drinking Coke. I don't drink hardly any whatsoever. When I go out, sometimes I do, but it's extremely hard to try not to. I'm also on metformin. I'm supposed to take twice a day, but it causes a lot of problems for me in my stomach, I think, and maybe because I have ulcers or something along those lines. But I take one a day, and I've lost probably 40 to 50 pounds since I've started using it, and I continue to lose weight. I notice when my period comes around or when my cycle starts, I crave sugar badly to the point where that's all I can think about is just eating sugar, cookies, or anything in the process. Um, some things that I've learned about it that I personally have struggled with that I've overcome is the weight. I've realized now that it wasn't what I was doing that was the problem because I could do anything that I needed to do, but the weight just wasn't coming off the way that it should. It took me getting on metformin to realize my appetite was horrible. I was hungry all the time. I could go to a buffet and eat, and a few hours later be hungry again. I just could not stop myself. But ever since starting the metformin and I guess the sugar has started, naturally adjusting to my body, I really stopped craving it as bad, except when my period comes. Over the last few days, I've been craving it very, very bad. I've spent the last couple of days in bed because I'm just hurting, and I'm afraid to like get out and try to do anything because I know that it's going to cause others around me to be kind of a lot of people aren't understanding when you just say, "Hey, I'm on my period and it's kind of hurting a little bit," and they're like, "Oh well, you should be able to get through this." It's a little different when you have PCOS. The pain can go on for days until the period's over. So that's a little bit about my journey. Here are some things that we are focusing on right now in my journey. The metformin, the diet, trying to cut down on a lot of sugar, exercising a little bit, not as much, mainly because of, I have like a whole bunch of stuff going on. I just moved to Seattle, so there's like a lot of stuff associated with what the deal is. Um, Here's some advice that I wish someone would have told me. Everything that's associated with your period is not your fault. There's nothing you've done to cause this. You didn't deserve it. God is not punishing you. There's nothing like that. It's more of a, this is something that can make you stronger and it gives you a reason to bond to other women. Like now you have something in common with women all across the nation. And I wouldn't change that for anything. when it comes to the symptoms, yes, I'm going to try to work on them. And, obviously we're working towards children, so we obviously, keep that in the back of our mind. But overall, I feel that me having, it's like I told my mom one time, yeah, I wish I was born differently. I wish I didn't have this. But things like the facial hair is a way that I know someone really loves me. If they can be around me without makeup and never say anything and laugh at my jokes and, us have a friendship built on who I am, that trumps everything. No matter who you're with, they should accept you and your diagnosis. And it made me a better person. I feel like it made me open up and not be as judgmental because now I realize no one's perfect. I think that's something we all need. I'll be updating my new video next week. Bye.